We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. So now here's 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. It's on target to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
That's another Packers first down.
Short side option here. He's running left. He's still going at the 30. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. Down to the 10. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
On is Katie York for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
13. Cowboys 10.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing now, Milton. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but it will avoid the hit. Smart play there. It's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. Right up the gut. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Another carry for it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
On the right side is caught by Ferguson. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Give now to the running back. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Got to forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. 2nd down. They go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new city at once.
And They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
23-yard line.
There's the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Now Milton to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first. We've set it downs from 37.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Love with it on first down. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they just get the play off. Back to Watson. This is caught. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun now for Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Complete to
2nd down now. They need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 11.
Once more, it's Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
You're good on the point after. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
Packers 20, Cowboys 16.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
First down.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Heads out on the bootleg. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run here on 1st down. I mean, they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So well on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed, so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He was brought down at the
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The kickoff for the Cowboys.
Here comes Williams on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve. Put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's cut right side by Watson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Love out of the shotgun.
It's 3rd down.
He's making a bid for it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, no.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Love looking to pass. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. He rocked that tackler. He brushed him off with ease. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. On the give, it's Lloyd. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
With DB out there now. Big red for this defense on third and goal. He'll throw it. He drops back. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Kate, I totally get it. Could take a little more risk knowing a field goal's in the back pocket, but still, that is so disappointing offensively. Not even able to get the throw off and give yourself a chance at a touchdown.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Packers down by only 3. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kid. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
The return starts at the 18. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cowboys and Joe Milton set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. We'll look to throw it. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
He is to throw.
At the 34-yard line.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 6.
Here he is to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now they're up against it here on fourth down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Ryan Anger, the one to send it away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Brings up second and 1.
Back to throw.
At the 26-yard line.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Turtles and Jacobs on third. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Packers take their first time out.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. Jacobs is hit. He fumbled that football. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game.
By the offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
That one is good! And he hits one more time to win them this game! So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Dallas.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year,
lead. Brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Right here, down the field, will fall, incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Milton. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Number 21. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Get out of the gun is Milton. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
On the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
At the 15-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now here's a keeper on his own read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Brings up third and 1.
Try and throw with Milton. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Cowboys 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Chimere Dike now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. On play action, it's Ward. get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. 3rd, they need 8. Shotgun snap for Ward. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back at the 27.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Milton. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Milton. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Cowboys.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a Titans first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Titans.
In motion is Barner. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
In motion, it's Robinson. Now it's Ward. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Ward. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. Brings up
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Titans sending out their punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jeffrey Simmons. He works his way in and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. DK to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Titans offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Play. 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw is Ward. Quick throw, taken in. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Milton. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Milton. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb.
It's now 3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Milton. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and one, a win for the visiting Titans. They're able to build on the solid performance